the public or this list or whatever, it seems like we're really feeling, and this is before I knew any numbers, right? It seems like we're really feeling a need. People, I'm glad to see that the product was accepted. You know what I'm saying? Really like the multi-level marketing coaching, because you can launch a product and then be like, damn, I guess nobody was checking for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Two, it's not just a list of people who follow me blindly. I don't even know a lot of these people. So that means that somewhere the indoctrination and the credibility of what I've done and what you helped frame, it worked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't, if I looked at these names and these were people I knew, I'd be like, oh shit, that's so again. You know?
Right.
Good to see that we reaching elsewhere, you know?
That's awesome.
I think my three was you. Three was you, Jay. I've worked, I told Shana this, I've worked with, a couple of cats, man, who frame them, I know when people framing themselves well. I know about the whole results in advance. You can tell I just studied this stuff. I just haven't implemented it. You actually have been an instrumental part in pushing me to go ahead and just do it instead of trying to get everything right.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell Shane this, but that's why I texted you the other day, just out the blue. Like, I just want you to know that it's good, man, that you are who you are, and that you're not, bro. I done had some people, man, I almost flew in and knocked their teeth out, for real. Like, just, I don't like people who aren't who they say they are, and then I find out. I ain't always been no network marketing coach. Like, you know what I mean? I can get real with it. I didn't like how they tried to play.
Yeah.
You aren't that guy, and I just want to tell you, I appreciate that.
I appreciate that too, man.
I think 4 and 5 are really just. I'm excited when Shana's excited. You know what I mean?
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm excited when she's excited because she does a lot of hard work, and it's exciting to see that now that we've launched it.
Yeah.
The ongoing relationship that we have with the people that have signed up, I'm excited to learn how we're going to hit that goal of 190 while training these guys. I'm excited about the learning curve is my feeling.
Yeah. Totally with that. Cool. Well, that's what we're here to discuss today. I'm excited, man. You showed up, man. Despite the technical difficulties that we had, you showed up. If is like past tense, if that webinar would have landed a little bit differently, numbers could be a little bit higher, but we still pushed through. You went and recorded it the next morning, and we got what we got. And, originally we were going for, I think it was about 190,000. I know Shana told you the numbers. We're at 64,000 with 100% retention. And here's the thing. Our original numbers were based on a list of, I think, 10 to 11,000. But we only sent to 5,200. So we only sent to half.
Okay. My whole AWeber list is 11,000, but the multi-level marketing piece was 5,000?
Yeah. The original email sequence only went out to 5,000. So
wait, I'm sorry. And that's something I learned. My list is 11,000, but yeah, I learned about AWeber. That's why I'm coming off AWeber.
Okay, got you.
I learned that list, you've seen it, you logged in there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at 11,000, and I'm like, why is it that every time I send something, even off the list, even off the little list I exclude, it's like 200 people. It's because they don't take out the duplicates. So if you're on multiple lists, you got 11,000.
Got it.
You don't have the 11,000 that I thought.
Yeah.
And plus, we only did it to a certain segment of the population, networkers.
And everybody in the list ain't networks, correct?
Right. Cool.
I still learned something about AWeber, but I didn't know that was, if they on 2 lists, that's 2 emails, but that's 1 person.
Right.
That's how they get their bread. How they get their bread. It don't make sense, but that's how they get their bread, man.
Yeah, but no, you're right. So you're saying statistically, analytically, we had the glitch, we did the replay. That's why I'm anxious to see how we're going to still hit our goal, but how,
Yep, totally with that. So, cool. So, just celebration. Shana, you delivered on the back end, the pages. Normally I do that work in ClickFunnels, but you replicated, and your pages are prettier than mine. So you did that on the back end, and when I needed a page created, you were able to put it up and get it going. So we have all the standard pages that we need to make it happen. Did you get any responses from that email, the credit card failure email?
Well, no.
Okay.
We were working on
a few deliverables we hadn't.
Okay, cool.
But that's
as soon as we hang up.
Okay, cool. We want to get those. We want to get those out because that's low hanging fruit right there.
Right.
So here's the deal. We had 500. We went up to 5,211 people. You got about 751 people, I think, to register for the webinar, which is amazing. Registrants. And then from there, 412 registered and didn't show. Then the rest of them did show. 140 left early, and that's only because we went long. That number would have been less because you were able to captivate them on camera. And then 199 saw the offer, right? The live offer. We don't have the replay statistics since we had to do our replay in a different platform. We had about 100 people on the Q&A. I'm sure that video now has more views than that. That's probably where we're getting some of these late subscribers from, which is cool. So that's just the high-level analysis. What I would love, and yeah, I'm actually excited that these are people that you don't know. What I would love, Shana, is if you could send me the email addresses of the 47 people that we have, because I want to see if I want to actually go back and analyze, were they on the live webinar? Mm-hmm. Did they happen to leave early and then we got them later? I just want to, because I can go back into Aweber and compare the list and say, okay, this person half these people left the webinar early, but then they still bought, or we find out that 90% of the people came from people who saw the offer, the original live offer, and that gives us huge information, right?
Right. Or how many. And we kind of know based on the names and stuff I was rolling off, how many joined strictly because of the Facebook Live.
Right. Exactly.
In the list I have that I can export can tell us, like, even down to the time they signed up, like the date time they actually signed up. So I can export this and send it to you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And that's through your cart. What's your shopping cart?
We're using Kajabi for this entire thing.
Oh, okay. Got it. Cool. All right, then that's great. I would love to analyze that because that's going to give us greater information. The webinar that you re-recorded, Brian, and what is it, 70 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, that's solid. But if we find that people are dropping off early, then we'll figure out a part to take out, and we'll just make it shorter so that they can get to the actual offer. How do y'all feel about Wednesday's call?
That's my first one, right?
Yeah, your first one this Wednesday.
For these 70 guys, that's my vision call?
That's 70 is 47.
47 guys. Oh, yeah. Now that ain't never worried about no conference call.
Okay, cool. Well, your visioning call, Shana, what did they get? Did they get an email asking to sign up for visioning calls as soon as they registered?
All that's today. Here's what let me tell you what we did this morning.
Okay, tell me, yeah.
I wanted to make sure that, because this is my first time seeing what they see behind the scenes, it looks great. Okay. This morning is all about deliverables, right? Deliverables. So the free gift that I promised everybody, it went out this morning. The one, even if you just showed up, remember? Yeah. I want to make sure they got it. They actually should have gotten it the other day, but I didn't realize they didn't get it.
It's all good.
That went out. We're doing the schedule of when I'm gonna do my hot seats, when I'm gonna do my visioning calls. Shane develop an intake form, so when those people that I owe a personal 30-minute thing, they're gonna get an intake form that they fill out. It then comes to me, so our consultation can be
rapid.
You know what I'm saying? Rapid, yeah, exactly. So we're reaching out to the 47. They're going to hear from us today.
Okay.
Facebook group developed today.
Great. Can you invite me to that, Shana?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, Facebook group developed.
Facebook group today. 47 will get a call and an intake form.
Yep.
Schedule that call consultation.
Well, not all 47. Not all 47. Only
the 23.
Just the 23. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just the 23.
Yeah. I'm sorry. But what I meant is the 47 will be notified about the visioning call.
Yeah. Perfect. No, so real language. The 23 is the visioning call. That's the 23. Your call on Wednesday is your orientation call. Like that's the kickoff call.
Everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Call that.
We need to call them to make sure they know what time it is.
Yeah, you want everybody on that call because people missing out early. They be like, oh man, I missed it. I missed 2 calls now, and I'm out. You know.
Exactly.
We want We want all 47 on that call.
Let me ask you this: what conference call company or mechanism or feature have you seen where I've seen people cross-reference like so-and-so's allowed in, so-and-so's allowed in, where they can't share that outside of me?
Yeah. That's
your flow of your exposure.
That's a great question. Man, we haven't had that issue, honestly. Okay. We haven't had that issue.
They figure, hell, I'm paying for it. It's exclusive.
Yeah, it's exclusive. Of course, I know you got people who have downlines that they want to educate. You can reiterate it up front, like this is your investment in your downline, but this is private, and I'll boot you. Like if we find out who's sharing, I'll boot you. It's just like it's that serious. So this is about integrity, right? It's about integrity. So you can reiterate that if you think it's going to happen. That person is going to find their way out of the group some way, somehow, anyways. Yeah. So cool. So Facebook group, and then Wednesday's call orientation. I have some structure for you for that. And then I just sent both of you. Well, Brian, you already had a login. I think I sent you a login to the Masterminds app platform before.
Oh, yeah, that's been a while, yeah.
Okay, so you want to let me see if I can find that email. Give me 1 second.
You got to check them out and everything, too. Y'all can confirm numbers. Your check will be in the mail today. Give me 2 seconds, okay?
Okay, no problem. Okay. Let me see if I can find his username. I sent you, Shana. You should have got yours. Can you check your
I saw it. It's here. I see it.
Okay, cool.
Coaches at Mastermind, right?
Yeah.
Coach Mastermind at Gmail. I got you.
Brian app.mastermind.org. Brian, your thoughts. Okay, yeah. Here his is. I'm sending his again. Compose. Brian. Oops. Brian and Shana.
With this, I need to manually put the members in the 23 we have so far.
Correct.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I think you should put in all 43. So here's what I think. I think you should put all 43 in so that they can set their goals. But you may want to put an asterisk or something by the last name of people who are premium, so Brian knows that those are the people that he coaches.
Okay.
And so what's going to happen is on those calls, he's going to say, everybody go set their goals. If you have an asterisk, I know that you are premium, or I know that you're premium, and you will get coaching from me. This is his opportunity to upsell the people. Like, look, if you want coaching, you gotta talk to Shana, email Shana, and she will put you on the higher level. This is where you get one-on-one attention from me 4 times a month, right?
Right.
So put an asterisk by the last name at the end of the last name of people who are premium.
So we know who's who. Okay.
Yeah. But everybody, I think, should have access to the platform so that they can go in and set their goals, even if they're not getting coached by Brian.
Okay. That works.
Great. Cool. Let me share my screen with you all. So, Brian, what we decided right now is we're going to put everybody in the platform, the online platform, all 43 people. But the people who are premium, they're going to have an asterisk by their last name. And that means that when you go to look for them to get coached, you'll be able to identify who premium is, right? The other thing is that now when you're on your beginning of the month call and you're like, everybody go set your goal in the platform, what's going to happen is you always get to say, those with asterisks, those who are premium, I'm going to be coaching you on Monday or whatever at this time. And people who aren't premium, they're going to be like, man, I kind of want his attention. It's your opportunity to upsell, right? It's just talk. If you want coaching, talk to Shana and she'll upgrade you. But premium, this comes with your package. You get four one-on-one coaching, online coaching with me a month or once a week, whatever language you like best.
Right. And the way I talk, I I can't see people not paying the extra 50. They paying that 99 because it was, but and that 149 scared them. But I promise, once we get going, I expect some of it.
Yeah. And so remember, I told you from the beginning, I like one offer, which was a 149. But that's why I told Shana to close down the 49. I didn't want anybody coming in. It's going to be more hassle than it is revenue. So I'm glad we closed that down. Because even if we would have closed it down earlier, some of those people would have became 99 and 149. But it's going to be your responsibility now to try to upgrade them through naturally, not a hard pitch, just to upgrade them. You know? Okay.
Yeah, we only have 7 of those total anyway.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
People, most people wanted that.
Let me share this with you both. Cool. So some quick things. So like you said, annual calendar, that's going to have your beginning of the month calls, your mid-month calls, Brian's weekly coaching. So even if they're not premium, they're going to see that he's coaching online, and it's going to be like nagging at them, right? They're going to like, man, I want feedback directly from Brian. I want Brian to look at how I'm showing up, right? Then your quarterly programs. So quarterly programs are just like, I think, 2-hour to 3-hour or 4-hour live streams where you're just going in deep on a topic, right? This is also going to become a product, your next product as well. So Brian, as you are coaching people, you are going to be listening for what is their next need, right? We feel we got lucky when we served a need, right? That was your number one thing that you're excited about. But as you're coaching, guess what? They're giving you all their problems.
Exactly.
They're giving you all their problems. So that's going to inspire you to create new content. And so remember, to keep people retained in a subscription program, you always want to have something out there that's hanging out there. You're going to use Pays Live, right? You want to have something that's upcoming. That's what I mean. So you'll use Pays Live when you start moving that twice a year. But because they're going to be like, man, I don't want to. If I drop out, then I lose my $997 for $1,994 worth of Pays Live tickets. So. But wherever there's a big gap in the calendar, you want to actually do some sort of live stream event where you're going to go deep on something so that they have something to look forward to.
Is that for everybody?
I think so. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt you.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt you to do it for everybody, right? And so, so when are you thinking about Pays Live right now? If you're choosing 2 dates over the next 12 months, what months are you choosing?
Typically would be like 8 weeks. So like my game changers are February, June, and October. So a Pays Live would be like April and August. You know what I mean?
April and August. That's actually a good. That's actually a good because that's like April, May, June, July, August. So we may need something in December. We may need something in December or January. Maybe something around New Year or something like that to close that 8-month gap.
Yeah, it would be like August, January, the next 2, I'm sorry, April's fast, but like August and January, I feel the first of the year. December is not usually good for holidays.
Right. So January live stream or something like that?
I'm thinking about live event. I thought you said
no, live stream. So if you have
shit, you can do Sunday. No, I'm just joking.
I hear you. Cool.
We're actually working on. I built a theater upstairs in my house.
A what?
A movie theater.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, we're working on expanding my Wi-Fi. We just got a few glitches, but I want to do it in the theater where I can literally be at the screen with the Wi-Fi. I think that'll be hot. We just got a few technicalities, but just to give you a idea, a live stream, man. This is May, July and September.
Oh yeah. I think we should do something for them. So let's do something. Let's do something in July. So we actually get them past that 3-month mark because after that 3-month mark, it starts to become habit, right? Exactly. So it's like, hey, I've been getting all kinds of great stuff from the coaching, and I hear that this is a huge problem that everybody's having. How many of y'all agree? Okay, so cool. I'm putting together this 200-slide PowerPoint deck, and I'm gonna deliver it over half a day live stream. It's gonna be recorded for all members, but I'm gonna deliver it in July to help y'all get over this, so that we can knock out the other 9 months. You know what I'm saying? That's how you keep people hooked.
Yep. Always have something coming that they don't want to quit.
Yep, exactly. So we use Google Calendar. So this is how it looks on our Google Calendar. Actually, let me move this. This is how it looks on our Google Calendar. Say you probably already have this set up. So you see our team huddle is the first Wednesday of the month, then our halftime call, then our next team huddle, and then me, I coach twice a week at 10 a.m. So you see my coaching here, and then we have our mid-year retreat in Brooklyn here. So this is a calendar that you share with them using Google Calendar. One, you got to make it public over here using this, and then from there, the iCal and HTML links are here under the calendar details.
What we did for extra digit.
Exactly. Okay, we've done this. Okay, got it.
Okay, cool. So fit calls, we won't do fit calls right now. That's going to be in the automated funnel. But orientation call, let me let me go here. Orientation call. Actually, I'm gonna come back to that to show you the orientation call. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together a Google document of all of our email reminders. So we send after the first meeting on Wednesday, we send out a reminder 1 day after that meeting, 7 days after. Then we talk about the upcoming halftime call, and we give them a reminder about that. Then the halftime call occurs, and then we give them a little break. And then 9 days before the next huddle, 9 days, 6 days, 4 days, 2 days, 1 day, and then the day of the next huddle. So this is about 12 emails that go out over the course of the month, and it's static. You use these exact same emails every single month.
Right. They don't change.
Okay. It's just reminders about the upcoming halftime call or hot seat call, whatever you decide to call it, and then it's a countdown unto the next team meeting. Right. So it's just staying in there. It's just another touch point. And people even told me, Brian, that Julian's emails alone, they just keep me on top of my game, right? Just the emails, and it's a static email that I don't change. All I do is change the date in Infusionsoft, and it's just the reminder emails. And there's some inspiration in there, right? Like, look, we just got started. Athletes have halftime. This is why you got to be there. Just so you'll be able to update that copy, but it's really not that significant. It's just really about staying on top of them throughout the month. So I'm going to send you that copy. In the Masterminds app, I actually should share my desktop with you instead.
Let me ask you this while I got some of mine.
Yeah.
And Shana has the e-signature thing, the little stamp for my signature. That's why it's hard for me to send you that back. We're gonna sign it.
Okay, cool.
On that, it says something about in other words, it's like a 12-month agreement. How much does it cost me to use the thing after 12 months? Because what if we stay longer?
Oh yeah, after it's 2,000. It's okay. 2,000. Yeah.
Annual.
Yeah, annual.
Okay, so is that in the contract?
Yes, I believe so.
Because I'm like, okay, I understand this. The first contract is 12 months.
Yep. Let me get that. I'm going to it now. Clients, Brian Bean contract. I believe it's there.
Okay. It may have been. I was kind of on my phone.
It's all good.
When I had that breather.
Just want to check. It's 2,000 for unlimited revenue share. So the contract, I don't think it delineates the price of the technology after the first year. The contract states that you have access to the technology for the first year for free. It's included. But the price for unlimited is $2,000 for the year for unlimited members.
Right, but I'm saying that's after the year.
Yeah, after year one. After year one.
But I'm saying, are you saying, did you find it in the contract?
No, the price is not out. What's in the contract, it says that you have access to the technology for free for year one, right? But it doesn't talk about the pricing in year two. So year two, I'm letting you know that, yes, it's $2,000 for unlimited members for year two.
Right, okay. Now, let me just say this. This is this is me and you.
Yeah.
This program is incredible. But remember how you forgot to tell me that the very first time about you gotta throw it in there, Jay, because it don't change nothing you doing, but just throw it in there because I need to know that. Yeah, you're right. Now, let me say this to you. This is just us. I mean, I don't know, normally I may be a tad different because I had a lot of my content ready. You helped me push it. Some people may not be they don't have as much stuff together, so you may have to coach them a lot more. In other words, I'm not trying to change your style because I don't know really how you handle everybody. I just want you to know with us, time number 2 that I didn't know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is us. I just want to make sure we good, and it don't change nothing. But I didn't know that.
No, that's helpful. That should be in the contract. Because you should have a locked in price.
Because we're trying to keep doing it. Like, what about 36 months? You know what I'm saying? We're trying to go past 12.
Yeah. So here's the thing. We were thinking about, so because you were one of the early clients, we were actually thinking about doing revenue share beyond, based on membership, beyond year 1, not selling the technology after.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's where we actually want to move. We actually want to move in that direction. So you're right. I dropped the ball there, point blank.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So past year 1, you good? We good. I just want to make sure. I know we're using the technology, so that check is there.
Yeah, cool. So okay, go ahead. Then actually he needs to see this. So Shana, is there a workbook for multi-level mastery?
Well,
PDFs per
module. There's PDFs for certain modules, but now that you say that, we're gonna develop one.
Okay, got you. So the reason why this is important, I'm gonna show you this, Shana. The reason this is important is because when you capture somebody's information, it makes it harder for them to leave. It increases the switching costs, right? It's kind of like if AT&T has your data or something like that, you don't want to switch because your data is kind of there. So so the technology we have is called, I'm going to share my entire desktop. Your optimized press is on do you have a WordPress website?
Yeah, we have several, but I use Kajabi for this for multi-level mastery.
Okay, got it. So
the front end, the back end.
Got it. So this plugin actually is a plugin that I created, and it's called Successfully. Mm-hmm. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to create online forms. So in the same way that you know how you embed first name into Aweber, right? You can do the same thing with forms here. So you can see like this could be first name, last name, middle name. It could be whatever. You could do text questions, multiple choice questions, pull down menu questions. You can do all that. And so you create the questions that are in the workbook, right? And the way you do that. So Brian, what I'm actually giving you all is a WordPress plugin I created called Successfully. And Successfully allows you to create online workbooks or online forms. So the reason why this is important is because just like when AT&T or Gmail has all your information, it increases your switching costs, right? Because now they have some of your data. So if we want to increase retention, we need to start capturing some of our people's data, right? So the online workbook is perfect because you'll have the video and then you'll have these online worksheets under where they're answering questions related to the video, right? So the way Successfully works is when you are in a page like this in WordPress, but it's not limited to WordPress. You can actually embed these worksheets wherever you want. On Kajabi, it's like embedding an iframe or a YouTube video. So here's an example of a page. And so here's how it works. You put the field name. So the field name is going to be the question that's in the workbook. So give me an example of a question in your workbook. Something that you would ask them.
Oh.
What's good about your product? What's great about your company or something?
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's more of a, yeah. I'm thinking about the stuff I'm gonna provide. Yeah, what's the best thing about the product you offer? Great.
So let's say you want to create a 30-second pitch template for them. You would put us together a series of questions, and this is what we use on our back end to actually lay out your entire funnel. So we're actually giving you this. So you type here that question, and you say add field to database and to the post. What that does is it creates a field number for it. So let's just say it creates field 4, and that field ends up here, right? Now, when you publish this, what happens is these fields come up here, first name, and then survey question 4 equals the field. This is a form that they can actually fill in where you see the rectangles. Last name, this is a form they can fill in. Then they click save and stay, and that saves the data to the database, and it refreshes the page. So basically, we're going to take the worksheet, the PDFs that you have. Once Shana has got through all the visioning calls and everything and getting the group set up, we'll go in and we'll take the worksheets and we'll actually convert them using successfully. And now, as they're going through multi-level mastery, the program, they will start inputting this data. And once they start inputting data and they've gone through the entire program, now they're going to be like, I'm not going to cancel my membership because then I lose all that work that I created because I'm losing access, right? So this is something we created. I hadn't originally created it with this intention to solve this particular problem for mastermind group leaders, but I just created it to create online worksheets because I couldn't find another technology. But now I see how it fits perfectly into what it is that we're doing. So when Shana releases a new module from week to week, I encourage you to have the embeddable forms implemented under the video so that they're starting to type in and save their answers.
Gotcha.
Wait.
Yep. Go ahead, Shana.
The releasing the modules, which ones?
For premium, we said we're going to release multi-level mastery weekly. You release them. Are they all released? Did we give them access to all of them?
The home study course?
Yeah.
Course? Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So that's okay. That's okay. So here's
take it back. I just didn't. Wait. Ain't no way in hell nobody got through them all.
Right. But they saw them. So it's okay. So we got two options. We can go hide modules 2 through 8 right now, or we can just say the online workbook for module 2 will be ready next week. The online workbook for module 3 will be ready in week 3.
I'd rather do it like that because here's why. I want them to go. I like the fact that they got all 8 weeks there. Okay. Because, man, when you log in and see how much stuff they got, remember when you first taught me about behind the wall? Yeah. They couldn't get through this. They couldn't get through all this stuff, and they're not gonna get through all I gave them a lot of stuff, right? Good. So I'm not worried about them seeing the 8 weeks because it'll actually be cooler that I give them something that they can go back and do, even though they think they've seen it all.
Yes. Totally with that. Cool.
These basic people, they get 1 a month type deals, right? They don't
get one of the webinars a month. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. That works. So, Shana, so what you'll do is I'm going to send you the plugin. What you'll do is you'll install it on any of Brian's WordPress sites. Probably your most common one, maybe a Mentor to Millions, right? And what you'll do is you'll replicate the exact PDF worksheet that you have in these what are called embeddable forms. Then you'll take the code and you will embed that code in Kajabi right under the video, and it'll show up just like a YouTube video, but it'll be the actual worksheet instead.
Okay.
And I have a training video for that for you.
Okay. No, I got you.
Cool. So the next thing I wanted to show you when you had to leave, Brian, is the Masterminds app. I just sent you your login again. It's actually Brian at mentortomillions.com, and it is Masterminds, capital M, with an S, number 1 exclamation mark. So you have that in your email. You know why the app is already so powerful. So we've actually been making updates to the app to make it more like email, but people will be getting coached from you here. And so this is essentially what your coach dashboard is going to look like. When you click this, Brian, it's actually going to open up the 23. It's actually going to open up tabs for all 43 people. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to delineate just premium members. So to open up all the tabs, so you have 43 tabs up there. The first step for you would be to actually close out the tabs that are not premium members, right? So now you're going to have 23 tabs. And once those tabs will take you here. So you will be looking at each person's goal. For premium members, they're going to have an asterisk right here after their last name. Shana's going to put an asterisk after their last name, so you'll know that's a premium member. And then you'll see their goal for the month. You'll see their big goal, which is maybe early retirement, to quit my job, etc. Then they'll have their 30-day goal, right? You'll see their progress. You'll see their meeting attendance here. We call it a first domino, but first domino is really what they do right after the call to actually set their goal in motion. You talked about the law of inertia. So what I want you to do is bring that inertia thing back and say, the only way to get out of inertia is through action. So whatever goal you have, I want you to send out a text message. I want you to make a call as soon as we get off the call to set that goal, send out an email to set that goal in motion right away. That's what first domino is. But you also, on the back end, Brian, you have the opportunity to change the language of these questions so that it fits more of your goal setting style.
Gotcha.
Okay. Over here is where they will type where they're struggling. And then you simply respond, and it's no different than text message, except you get to type on a regular keyboard.
Okay.
And then once you hit enter, you've coached that person, you close their tab, and you got 22 more. And with 23 people right now, you should be able to process that in probably 45 minutes at max.
Okay. Now that chat feature, oh, that's right. It's not chatting like Skype. It's
no,
like,
asynchronous. Asynchronous.
When they respond, I see it, I respond.
Yep, asynchronous. You go in and you are not going to be back and forth in the app. You go in at a certain time each week, and that is it. They know that if they want to get coached by you, they have to put in their stuff before that time.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. So yes, yours is Brian at a Mentor to Millions, and this is your password here. Feel free to change it. You are head coach. Shana is assistant coach. Just so that she can go in and see what you see as well. But right now you're coaching. If you are traveling for whatever reason and Shana needs to log in with your stuff and go coach for you, then she could do that. Your profile picture will pop up. Okay. Okay. So email reminders, visioning calls. So here's the structure for the visioning calls. It's an intro and affirmation. You just bigging them up, and you just so excited to have them, right? You just elevating that energy again. You share with them that the call structure is 30 minutes. You let them know that you got some back-to-back calls. So we got 30 minutes. And the goal of this call is to create a 30 to 90-day plan to help them recoup their investment. You don't have to tell it to them like that, but you know that you're trying to help them recoup their investment in the first 3 months, so that is off the table. So they're not thinking about that as a bill each month, like you said, right? You're trying to give them some nugget that's actually going to help them get that off the table, right?
Gotcha.
From there, why this, why now? You actually drawing out from them why they joined, so that they're actually reminding themselves about why they joined. You're asking it as a question, and yes, you're listening, but you're drawing out what they want to accomplish over the next 12 months, right? You're always framing it as a 12-month commitment. You also want to get their expectations. Why? So you can meet their expectations. So you're going to hear different things. Some people are in it because their upline sucks, right? And they need mentorship. Some people are in it because they just want that one strategy that's going to change everything. Some people are in it because they just want community, right? So you're going to start to hear, and I encourage you to take notes on these calls, Brian, just so that you start to get patterns of why people actually join. Because again, these are strangers for you, right? So since you don't know them and you don't have them on text message, you want to really learn why they're here. Next, you want to, what I like to do is red light, green light, yellow light. What do they need to keep doing? What do they need to stop doing? And what do they need to start doing? So start doing is green light, stop doing is red light, and keep doing is yellow light. So you're starting to understand what is it that they've been trying and what is it, where they've been getting stuck, right? And then from there is you want to lead them. You actually want to put them on a 90-day plan, right? Because you want them to stay more than 3 months. So you're going to give them kind of a 90-day plan. So month 1, I want you to focus on this. Month 2, I want you to focus on this. And then that'll set you up to do this in month 3. So you're trying to just get them past that 90-day mark. Because once they get past that 90-day mark, they're going to be embedded into your culture. They're going to be fully indoctrinated, right? So you're giving them a 90-day plan that they didn't have before, to give them something to aspire to. Normally, the way we do it on my team is actually Shana would have a separate orientation call, onboarding call with them. And I guess you're going to do this on your orientation call, but when we start doing the automated funnel, I encourage Shana to have an orientation call where she guides them through the different technologies. Make sure they're in the Facebook group, show them how to use masterminds.org, Make sure that they have the Google Calendar uploaded on their into their calendar, etc. And then this is also your opportunity. If you want, it's up to you to ask, do you have any other people who you know, now that you're in, do you know any other people who would benefit from this? You can wait for that if you want to, but it's you always got to be selling, right?
Right. Absolutely. I got you.
Okay. So that is the visioning call. So what I want to do with you right now is I want to show you, I want to talk quickly about the automated funnel. So there's going to be a couple ways that we get to 190. So we're at 47 right now. We're trying to get to 190. So a couple ways. One, whenever you speak publicly, you're going to make the offer. So Game Changers, if you feel it's appropriate at Game Changers, you can make the offer. And the way I think I would structure the offer is not like I have open enrollment all the time. It's like, look, I got about 5 seats. So this is how you get paid. I caught you at the airport because you were traveling somewhere. So I don't know if you got paid to go speak at that conference, but if you want to get paid, then what you, in addition to your honorarium, you actually go sell 5 people right into your mastermind, and that becomes $20,000, right?
Right, absolutely.
Right. I mean, that's $10,000. That becomes $10,000. So whenever you speak publicly, you make the offer, and you send them to the back of the room. Say, I got 5 spots in my mastermind. I just opened up 5 spots, and you can tell them a reason why you opened it up. Right. We got a new piece of technology that is allowing us to serve more people, and so I just opened up 5 spots, or I hired somebody else to support me with the group, so that's increasing our capacity. So you always want to give them a reason why you got these kind of new spots available.
I like it.
Yeah. You also want to keep planting seeds during your Facebook Live. We told them, I'm going to be on Facebook less. I've been giving you all kinds of game on Facebook for the past few years, and I'm not going to be on Facebook less. But when I am on, I'm always going to be leading them back to the waitlist page, right? And you tell them the waitlist page is in the people who get notified first. It's actually in order, right? So you got to get in line if you want to be in the waitlist. So you can always talk about the success of your students and what's happening in the multi-level mastery mastermind. And if you haven't got on the wait list, you definitely want to get on, because we notify people in batches of 10 when a new spot opens up. So you want to get on. If you're not on it and you know that you need accountability, this and this and this and this, you go hop on the wait list. And the wait list is actually at multi-levelmastery.com. So you can always send people back there to build up that list.
Nice.
Cool. Then we're gonna what I'm working on is the automated funnel that we'll use. Actually, it'll be an automated funnel for 2 groups. One, for people who sign up new to your blog, right? They'll go through an automated funnel. And then there'll also be people who we end up driving to the automated funnel using Facebook ads. I don't know. So you used Facebook ads before. How did you target network marketers?
How?
Yeah, he did a mirror.
He mirrored our email list. He mirrored networkers like Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Danny Johnson, Eric Worre, I think.
Eric Worre.
And we targeted some of the top networkers, the people who follow them on Facebook, basically.
Got it. Great. So Tony Robbins, so mirroring. Okay, so you did mirroring. Okay, perfect. So we'll run people like that through your automated funnel. So here's the thing, Brian, all the people that we just made the offer to, they won't see it again for a little while. We're gonna go on a hiatus, right? And what I'm thinking is that we actually do. What I'm thinking is we actually, and I got a 2:00, y'all.
That's cool.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is that we actually do quarterly membership drives, right? So we say, look, we got 20 spots open because, I'm putting all my time and energy into this group, and we are having amazing results. And so I'm allowing 20 more people to join right now, or I'm letting go of something that was not profitable, or we don't want to articulate it in that way, but I'm letting go of this so that I can do more of this. So I'm opening up 20 spots. So every 3 months, we'll open up, we'll do some sort of membership drive for the existing list. And once we hit them 4 times over the course of a year, some of them are going to convert because they know they missed it before.
Right. We should hit our 190 with these 4 mechanisms. And so the Evergreen webinar, that was my version of what we call number 3, right? This Evergreen webinar.
Correct. So a new subscriber is going to go through the indoctrination that we already have, right? Then they're going to get an automated webinar through Ever Webinar or Stealth Webinar, and they're going to have a countdown sequence for 72 hours or 48 hours, 72 hours. And Shana's going to get an email saying we got a new member. She's going to onboard them, make sure that they're on the next call, whether it's a halftime call or a beginning of the month call. And we hope to be pulling in people like that 1 to 2 a week.
Okay. Well, last thing before you go.
Yeah.
multi-levelmastery.com now is a waiting list.
The wait list page.
Our new capture page to get them indoctrinated. What are we doing? A backslash? We're doing a subdomain? I guess that's for sure.
So no, they're going to go to the webinar landing page that they're going to go to. We can move it from My Vision 2020 and make it more network marketer specific. But
that's what we can use multi-level mentor for.
Multi-level mentor.
Yeah, so we'll do multi-level mentor. That'll be the webinar. Now the landing page for the Facebook ads and everything.
There you go. Okay, because now multi-level mastery is in fact a waiting list only for people that want it.
Exactly.
We have multi-level mastery mastermind.com or something like that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So
this gets me started. Will, I know you got a 2. We're gonna go do this homework right now.
Yeah.
We'll reconvene tonight.
Did you record this?
Yes, it's recorded. I will upload the YouTube unlisted and send you the link.
Okay, yeah, and maybe we can do part 2.
Yeah, I'm down to do part 2. I'm taking my daughter to the circus tomorrow, but Wednesday, Thursday are pretty open.
We got plenty to do until then.
Right.
Yo, Brian, we made $64,000, 100% commitment.
Hey, out of thin air. Also,
out of thin air, yo.
I love it. So we're gonna scale this, and I'm gonna talk to you more about what you do. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I know it. And thank you for holding me accountable. Thank you for holding me accountable in terms of the business structure. And I wasn't hiding anything, but you're right though. Some of this information has to be on the front end. So I appreciate it.
Hey, you help me, I help you. Don't worry. We both know some each other don't know a lot.
Indeed. Cool. Right. So wish you the best. Hit me up if you have questions and via email. And otherwise, let's set up a time for. Well, Wednesday's gonna be busy for you, but you probably have questions going into it. So let me know if you need me for an hour midday Wednesday. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Have a good one. Peace.